Hi YouTube. It's been a while.
What happens when a YouTube comedy trio tries to crowdfund a film but ends up absolutely ruining their reputation instead? Threats, disappointment, outrage, and real-life information posted for all to see. This is the story of FND Films and their crazy idea that went horribly, horribly wrong.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
I'm Vinny.
And I'm Cooper.
And we've got something to ask you.
Can we have some fucking money?
Well, how much more?
75 grand.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I know. So what are we gonna spend all this money on anyways? Well, here's a pie chart and that's got percentages on it, so you have to believe us.
Creating their account in 2005, FND Films were one of the OGs on the YouTube platform, one of the true early adopters. The channel had multi-million view hits with videos like Gay Zombie, Corn Dog Lightsaber, and Most Dramatically Normal Day Ever. Not only did they see success on the main channel, but also a side channel that saw incredible highs, though both suffered with the same inconsistency. They were missing more than they hit. Something about low budget, low brow, over the top comedy shorts just wasn't appealing enough to consistently reach a wide audience.
Sandwich! Come on! I'm gonna eat my sandwich whether you like it or not. What are you doing?
You're not getting it until you say it right. You know, that's pretty good.
This is why, despite being on the platform for over 250 uploads across 9 years, the trio only reached 100,000 subscribers. But this is where they decided things were about to change. They were about to get out of the box, put YouTube to the side, and push full steam ahead into their dream. Full feature-length movies. The big league. Unfortunately, the barrier still existed. That barrier, of course, being money. They started to make plans, come up with ideas, and invest some of their own money into it as they went. When they felt they were ready, they decided to once again ask their audience to vote with their wallet. They'd done this once before, raising $11,000 to produce a short comedy film called Punching, but this time it was much, much bigger. And so an Indiegogo campaign was created, It's All Good by FND Films, along with a YouTube video explaining it all.
So what are we gonna spend all this money on anyways? Well, here's a pie chart and that's got percentages on it, so you have to believe us.
Say, fellas, are we even competent enough to create a feature film?
Just give us some fucking money.
Just give us a little fucking money.
Give it your fucking money! Whoa. Stop, Cooper! Give it to us!
FND Films fans showed up by the hundreds to donate, anywhere from $1 all the way up to $3,000 for an executive producer credit, which somebody actually paid for. The comment section was hopeful and full of support. Been watching for over 5 years now, always been consistently funny, really hope to see you guys make it big. Just give them some fucking money. You guys are awesome, been a fan for years, happy to contribute to one of my favourite comedy teams. In the end, they raised a total of $77,915 US, almost $3,000 over their $75,000 goal, and it was time now to head into full production. If they were going to make it as film creators, this was their perfect opportunity. They had everything they claimed to need, now it was just the hard part, actually making a film. Which, unfortunately, is a long and hard task, which is why communication was pretty much non-existent for the next 2 years regarding the film's progress. After all, they had delivered on a previous crowdfunding project and had no reason to be giving constant updates, as no one was suspicious. That is, of course, until the images of the trio partying around Europe started to appear on social media. That's when things started to really go wrong. Feeling like they couldn't hide it anymore, they posted a classic YouTuber apology video explaining that the money was gone and the film would never be finished, in direct contradiction to their initial funding video that asked for money to make a better film, but one would be releasing regardless, no matter how much was backed, if any at all.
Look, we're gonna do this movie regardless, and we would really, really like your help.
A statement that no doubt gave their fans and now angry supporters a sense of security, a false sense of security. On September 13th, 2016, this video was posted to the FND Films YouTube channel.
Which is why I'm so sorry to announce that due to complications and things beyond our control, the movie can no longer be completed. We can't make it happen. We're very sorry. We know a lot of people were really excited about this. We were too.
The comments on this video, as well as the dislike ratio, paint a pretty telling picture. The community was split. Half thought they were scammers, that they'd taken the money and blown it on expensive vacations, and the other half understood that making a film is expensive and a first-time production was likely over budget from day one due to their lack of experience. Either way, both sides were clearly disappointed. Even if they couldn't agree, they'd been scammed by yet another crowdfunding fraud. You owe your fans, especially the ones who donated, a hell of a lot more than a vague apology. This is the end of FND if you guys don't do some damage control and at least admit you blew the money on partying. I patiently waited 9 months for a video, even rewatched almost every video you guys ever made, including the videos on that one kid, multiple times. Now the gods have blessed us subscribers with a new video, then I watched the video, and immediately my joy turned to sadness, anger. I personally donated hundreds of dollars and purchased merch from you guys to support you the most I could. Then this video gets posted and it feels like I was just stabbed in the back and used. And from reading the comments, it looks as if you guys blew the money on a fancy vacation. This has got to be a joke. But a joke it wasn't. F&D Films replied, trying to calm the backlash. We know everyone is upset. We're going to do everything we can to make it up to you. But for those posting our personal information on here, stop. We will continue to delete it and report you. This, of course, didn't stop the wave of hate heading their way. Instead, articles started spring up, adding them to the list of ever-growing Kickstarter scammers, which of course refers to the people who usually say they're passionate, hardworking, and want to deliver a product to their fans, only to take the money and blow it, or just outright run away with the ill-gotten gains in their pockets. The only thing that separated F&D Films from these crowdfunding scammers is that they had enough hardcore fans and credibility to use as a shield to deflect from accusations and chalk up to mistakes being made and ill intent being absent. But what happened next was a revelation of pure genius.
Lightning in a bottle.
All I'm saying is if I donated to the movie and then I saw this video, I'd be like, it's all good. Yeah, I think we got it. All right!
The crowdfunding campaign, the radio silence, the apology, the backlash, it was all part of a viral marketing campaign. The movie, It's All Good, is about a trio of comedians who face the consequences of their fraudulent crowdfunding campaign. Sound familiar? They planned it all from the start. They endured 15 days of hate mail, doxing, and threats just so they could use this to generate hype for the movie. Planting images on their social media of them drinking and eating in Europe, purposefully dodging questions during Q&As regarding the movie, it was all just part of the script. And it worked. The trailer outperformed their usual videos by hundreds of thousands of views, the fans were, at least mostly, back on their side, and the comments were full of praise. This is a hilarious plot twist, totally trolled on the crowdfunding community, and made a meta film about trolling the crowdfunding community. Legend. This is actually the best marketing campaign I've ever seen. Though of course, some of the fans felt they went a little too far and still harboured feelings of betrayal or even just didn't understand what happened in the first place. Bragging about ripping people off $77,000? Lol, how's the bottom? Yawn. You guys are fucking losers. Making this, hoping you'll con additional dollars out of people? Sick. F&D Films rolled the dice, and it paid off. A masterclass of marketing that put hundreds of thousands of additional eyeballs on a project that wouldn't have gotten them any other way. Following this, they continued to post YouTube videos, though with less frequency, and of course continued their other jobs off the platform. An update about F&D Films' future appeared on February 14th, 2022, in which they tease another upcoming feature-length film, though this time it isn't $75,000 they need, it's $1 million.
The main project has been a new feature film. It's a horror comedy called Meat Man, and it's based off of our short film, Grundy the Meat Man. We need just shy of $1 million to make it. So if you or anybody out there is interested in helping, I think it's going to be a lot of fun and it'll be an amazing film.
Whether they'll get it or not, who knows, though I don't think it'll come from crowdfunding this time. But as someone who has made videos about dozens of Kickstarter scams, this one has the best ending of them all. It could easily have backfired. No doubt some people still to this day don't get it or never saw that the movie was actually made, but they pulled off, in my opinion, a fantastic concept that was years in the making. And that is how a YouTube comedy trio ruins their reputation for about 15 days, on purpose and with the final laugh.